I started playing computer games when I was 8 or 9 years old, and I was lucky enough to have a Commodore 64 where you could learn basic programming and actually hack the games that you were playing. So I started designing games pretty much the same time I started playing games. People think that escapism is the primary draw of video games, but if you look at the psychology research and the data and interviews with gamers, it's actually not. The number one motivation for playing video games is the experience of mastery. So every video game, it's designed for you to be bad at it when you start. You have to learn how the game works. You have to understand what skills it requires, what the goal consists of. And the experience of playing every game is of getting better. And games stop being fun when you're too good at them. There's a reason why grown-ups stop playing tic-tac-toe, where we figure it out. There's no need to keep playing that game. And that is what gamers are really seeking, the chance to learn and improve and then use what you've learned to achieve an extraordinary goal. Well, I've been researching the skills and abilities of gamers for more than a decade, and there are a lot of them, but the number one skill that seems to be universal to people who spend a lot of time playing games is determination, grit, perseverance, resilience, the ability to engage with really difficult challenges and stay optimistic even when you're struggling. How video games affect your brain depends on the kinds of games you're playing. So many neuroscientists have validated the finding that very intense action games like Call of Duty seem to improve a number of cognitive skills. Your ability to make good decisions, effective decisions quickly, your ability to track multiple streams of data simultaneously, those cognitive skills get a really significant bump from playing video games. On the other hand, if you play really intense action games, your brain processes it as something really important because your adrenaline is going and it's high intensity, high effort. And so when you go to sleep at night, you're likely to dream about it and really process the memories of the video game. And this actually turns out to be good if you're trying to avoid post-traumatic stress disorder. For example, we know that soldiers who play 3 to 4 hours a day of games like Call of Duty have the lowest rate of psychological distress and PTSD. But it's bad, on the other hand, if you were studying all day for a test and then you go and play Call of Duty for 3 hours and you go to bed, instead of remembering everything you studied, the chemistry formulas, the historical dates, you're gonna process and remember the video game. So there's still a lot to be learned and communicated about how you can take advantage of the positive brain impacts of games while also making sure that you're not accidentally overriding other things you want to learn, or you're not dedicating too many neural resources to a video game. My first semester of grad school, a community of online gamers that I'd been involved with decided that they wanted to start trying to solve real-world problems. They wanted to investigate terrorism, they wanted to investigate political corruption, and they felt they had this sort of collective intelligence superpower that could be used for real-world good. But they were also debating whether or not this was crazy. Are we delusional? Just because we're good at games, does that mean we'll be good at solving real-life problems? And I was really fascinated by that desire. And it seemed plausible to me that they had some real skills that could be used in the service of problems, particularly problems that benefit from mass collaboration or collective intelligence.